Conspiracy Nutshell, episode 14, microcurrency.
Microcurrency?
Yeah. In other words, digital banking systems.
So like Dogecoin, fucking Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Cum rocket.
I got some money invested in Dogecoin and Bitcoin.
Sorry.
Although mainly I'm talking about stuff like Chase Bank and their digital current, like the way they distribute their currency digitally.
He deposited fucking like $1,000.
So I have seen a lot of different businesses, like smoke shops, are now being, in the U.S., smoke shops and things are now legally able to have their credit card declined just because they are a smoke shop. And they can it doesn't matter if it's personal or business-wise, they can have their credit card taken away from them. Even if they paid everything. Just, no more card, no more money, no more nothing.
For what?
For being a smoke shop. And that's unethical, apparently.
What's wrong with smoke shops?
Because they sell smokes, and smokes are bad.
Let me get in on that.
See, that's the part I don't like. Each store, if the business is completely legal, the business should be able to get a business credit card or personal credit card. They shouldn't be able to be declined just because of that business. And I'm not talking about the people who have faulted on credit card debts. That's understandable. But people who have paid their time, paid everything they need to, but they're still declined. I think that is idiotic. Would you agree with this?
It's pretty stupid.
How about you? Would you agree that if a business is a smoke shop and they got their credit card declined just because they're a smoke shop, that's the only reason, is that stupid?
A smoke shop?
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with smoke shops? I don't have any problem with smoke shops.
What's your problem with smoke shops, Griffin?
You got problems with smoke shops?
I don't have any problems with it, but that's the...
shit on smoke shops, dude. He's not. He's saying that the
companies like Chase Bank,
business accounts and credit cards to businesses that are known as smoke shops.
Oh.
They're like
or risky businesses.
They can't do
discriminatory against them.
Labeling them as risky businesses?
Yep, so they're no longer taking them.
Well,
businesses in the U.S. are getting harder and harder to be funded because no company is willing to fund.
That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. I say, stop fucking backing the banks. The banks will shut down, and then the civil rebellion will fucking happen, and we'll take shit back. You know.
That's part of the reason why I know I'm going to try not to get a bank card. What I'm going to try to do, instead of getting a bank card, is get one of those prepaid cards, so I can just load money.
That's playing the game, dude. They're just going to keep charging you and keep using your money to
No,
make their
like
money.
the ones that have no charge.
Yeah.
The ones that have no charge, no nothing, it's literally just a gift card you load stuff onto. It just counts as a gift card rather than a bank card.
Apartment complex, right, which is the economic structure and the political structure of this country, and that whole entire complex was built.
What was that movie?
And then as you're sitting there looking at it, you're like, "Oh, this doesn't work." So you pull it out. This doesn't work. You pull it out. Okay, you pull this one out and try to replace this. But that's not fixing any problem. That's just holding up this fucked up structure that was not fucking built to begin with on the bottom. So you gotta tear that fucker down and rebuild it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't keep the fucking, like Einstein says, you can't fix the problem with the same thinking that created the problem.
I would agree.
They're like, oh, what we need is a better president. What we need is a better faux currency. What we need is, more stimulus. Like, no. No.
Dude, all that is making people fucking lazy, bro.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, do you want another little slice of the pie? Here you go. Are you happy now? No, motherfucker. I deserve at least 2 of those fucking pies.
Every couple weeks.
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck, dude? I don't want a slice. I don't want a little slice. It's our fucking money, dude. Why are we asking and waiting and hoping? Oh, another 600 fucking stimulus. No, it's our fucking money we paid into it.
Yeah, it's our we paid the tax money.
Exactly.
We shouldn't have to wait. Yeah.
And sign the petitions and work the fucking system. We can get all that.
You know what's even funnier?
But
people are even able to now, like, there was a group of Redditors that has been supporting up GameStop and a lot of other smaller tech companies that were about to go belly up as a giant prank to the whole monetary system.
Right.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, a lot of people will die, but those are the people that really didn't contribute too much or, have the foresight to understand how to survive.
Yeah. Welcome to Conspiracy Nutshell, episode 12.
There's like a lot of Amish out there in fucking cornfields.
The Owl God.
He's like, oh, yeah, we used to,
So I know you have told me a lot about this particular deity,
you have to fucking
and that a lot of presidents worship him and sacrifice children to him.
Bohemian Grove.
I know him as the Owl God because on Google Maps, if you look for the sighting, you will see a giant owl statue. So most people categorize that under an Owl God. Most of that just stems from not knowing the entire story. Would you care to explain?
What the fuck, dude?
Well, Malik Ball is a demon
as fast as I possibly could, dude.
who is represented as an owl,
91st and A, isn't it?
and people worship him. And they
I
sacrifice.
understand the whole racism thing, I was
Yeah,
the only white boy within
things to 'em,
15
blood
blocks.
sacrifices.
63
Children
years old.
sacrifices. I know you
Like,
mentioned that one.
Well, Alex Jones touched on that.
Yeah.
So
And him
Luckily,
and
I
Kobe
know
went
who I
crazy
knew,
briefly after
Bohemian
touching
Grove.
I feel
him.
like, honestly,
Yeah.
like I've been in like all the big cities.
Crazy
like, in
stuff.
California.
it is pretty
And
crazy.
dude, nothing fucking top.
Well, I just got this hat. It is covered in cat hair, which does show it's mine, not me. But, so, if you remember the hat, I think it's a similar case. I think there's another breach in the universe, and this had fallen through. I've also been getting hit with Pepsi cans. I've thrown them, with the rest of the cans, but I've been getting hit with Pepsi, and then this just flew out. I'll let you know if anything else flies out at me. My one villainous scene would have to be the Emperor Shao Kahn. So Shao Kahn, in the first couple of games, we had learned very little about him. We had learned he was a ruler. He liked to conquer. He was trying to take over Earthrealm. All that sort of really good stuff. We also learned he was part dragon. We don't mention the stuff in the movie that came right after that. But we also saw he had a lot of power because of him being part Elder God or something like that. His story is very vague, but we know he's powerful enough to take out Onaga, which is kind of cool because he's always been the basis for, is this villain powerful, or is this team powerful? Like Deadly Alliance, based on if they killed Shao Kahn, which they didn't, but that's a whole other story. Then there's Onaga, who is shown by, he used to be Shao Kahn's boss, and Shao Kahn was able to kill him, showing Onaga is just a step above him, and he had to poison him slowly. Later on, there was a reboot where we could see that the timeline had reset. This new Shao Kahn was just a brute. There wasn't much to him. I don't like the new Shao Kahn. He's just an angry brute. We don't get much of the thinking and scheming, which is something I love. I he has brute strength, but I like his scheming. You can see there's something toiling around his brain, especially with Melina and the other ones. It was never really clear what he was doing, but there was definitely something there, and I enjoyed it. It was awesome. He wasn't much in Armageddon, but Armageddon is my favorite Mortal Kombat game out there. We can also see there's hints of him being really powerful, because there's a huge statue that's really ominous, in the Mortal Kombat movie, live action one. We don't know much about him from there. We know a couple things about him, not very much though, honestly. And it's kind of cool. I'm excited for the sequel to that, and I want to see his power levels. Although I think they're going to be the same around, like about as good as the original timeline. And his whole demeanor, even him like taunting the player, is incredible. He's still the hardest boss in MK9. Yeah, overall, it's just his threat levels are off the charts, and that's why he's my favorite villain. One villainous scene. This would be my grandma's choice. She would have chosen Magneto. Her reasons would have aligned with because he is a tragic figure, as she could see in X-Men First Class, because she mostly has seen the Fox films. She's seen a little bit of the cartoons, not very much. But she absolutely loves Eric because she can see there is good in his heart. Her heart just breaks every time we see that scene with his daughter dying from the stupid policeman who has his arrow cocked. It's so bad. It's so sad. She loves the movie, though. She loves the character. She likes the tragedy angle of him. And she thinks his powers are beyond this world. And with all that power, he chooses to still try to keep it contained. He chooses to try to use it for what he truly believes in, and she likes that element of the character. Just the tragedy, the whole powerful emotions of the character. That would be why she likes the character, and those would be the scenes she likes the best.
Ralphie May. Oh. No! No! Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, look what I'm planning. Oh, my God! Oh! Holy shit! Ooh. Oh my God, why? This game is built for people that love suffering. It's true. There's no other explanation. Oh my God. No, I'm not throwing Lim a shot. Oh my God. Oh, fuck you, bro. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'm gonna die. Where am I? I don't know. What is this? Oh, the Chris Kyle Demon. Here we go. Oh, yeah. It's happening. This time. Not next time. Hell yeah. It better be fucking.
Okay. Like the little corner right there.
Oh yeah.
So, we just got through seeing Snake Eyes. What was your thoughts on it?
It was pretty good. I don't usually traditionally like action movies, so it's kind of refreshing to see something new coming out. That's even if it's like plot based, that was either. I feel like it was followed well. I don't know the storyline really all that well, but as far as like if I looked at it as just like an action movie, I'd say it was really well done in comparison to.
I mean, from what I've seen of the comics and like the trailer, like promotional trailers and stuff. I mean, I know it's a promotional trailer, but from what I've seen, it follows the comic pretty well.
See, and that's good though.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times, like, and big companies tend to stray away from that, and they were like, oh, we want to make our own story of the story, and we're like, isn't that a little redundant? You like took something that was already written, and you're like, no, it's not good enough. We're writing something else.
Yeah.
And it's like, even if that turns out well, it's like, You went through so much effort when you could have just... Is it that hard to get people to, like, do what's already on paper? Like, derive from what's already on paper? That you have to just be like, no,
That's why I like the animated Marvel movies when they came out.
We're gonna do it better and bigger and better with actors.
That's why I like the Marvel animated movies, because they're almost like straight adaptations. I like those straight adaptations because, you know, it's for people who don't want to pick up the comic book, or they can't find the things because, God, it is hard to find them these days. I mean, I have a whole little case full of them, but still, you actually have to go and hunt for them, and people who aren't, you know, into comic books aren't gonna start doing that just out of the blue.
Well, yeah, because you gotta go out of your way, and you have to, like, meet in person, and there might be a guy, and he's, like, all up in your grill, and he's like, hey, kid, buy this one. And you're like, no, but I really want this one. And he's like, nah, you want this. You don't ever want to have to deal with the you want this guy in any store or shopping circumstance. I feel like in those areas, because being into, like, a lot of that kind of media myself, I've noticed it, like, for example, LGS is your local game store. You go in, you have something specific you want in mind, you walk up to the counter, and this guy immediately tells you why what you want is shit. And that's not something anybody wants to hear.
Like, I just want this,
it
just
makes
pay
you
for
feel
it.
bad about yourself, it's embarrassing, and yeah, exactly, you're like, no, I just exactly like you said, just ring it up. Like, just ring it up, just don't argue with me, and just give me what I want. But they always are like this. They're always like, hey, now you want this also? That's another thing. You'll ring your stuff up even if you can avoid the initial... There's the counter shove where they're like, oh, hey, but also this, and it's on discount, and you want it, and you're like, no thanks. And they're like, but seriously, though? And then they try to make you feel guilty, and that's just as bad.
Oh, well, I'm usually suckered into those, but that's because we get a $5 card on most of those stores, so it's like $5 extra, and really, we go each month. So
there's
it's
no
like,
other way to say it. It literally is predatory marketing, and it's just...
Oh yeah, that's how the whole industry goes.
Well, yeah, but if you have the option, why put up with it? It's like you said, if like the visual production's enough, and you know you're not gonna want to go out of your way, it's like, and then there's another thing, and maybe it's just not for you, and you don't want to have to put in that kind of legwork. So you just decide to not to.
One thing I would have to say...
We're kind of getting off topic here with that.
Although,
but
I'll do one last thing. Half-price books. Great store to find, like, different geek culture stuff. Half-price books, amazing.
You hear that? We want a sponsorship. Well, actually, he does. I haven't even been there, but sponsor him.
Yeah, it's a good store, though. That's where I got a lot of my comics. Anyway, but the movie, Snake Eyes was really good. The action was well paced. There was a lot of things you could see coming, but I mean that is just because I think it's just because that's the way it was set up in the comics, and those types of stories have been done so much now. But it does feel like a breath of fresh air, almost just like Deadshot did, because. I mean, it did have an end stinger, and it is a great setup for a franchise, unlike, I don't know, maybe the DC Universe or the Dark Universe. God, those ones botched their landing really badly. They're still going on, but they're barely hanging. But no, this one did a good execution on trying to get a universe started, but everything felt nice, and it felt fresh, like, somehow. I think it's just because it doesn't try to shove anything down your throat. It tries to be its own standalone story. But it plants seeds that this is a bigger world.
Well, yeah, and it did that really well. I like the whole bit with the box. I mean...
Yeah, they show a logo here and there, and they say, this exists. They don't go, this exists, and this blah, 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 blah.
Well, I like subtle storytelling references like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to... It's better than just blatantly averting, like, something at the end of the movie. I feel like Marvel's kind of guilty of that sometimes. It's just like, we're going after this. And it's like, okay, I mean, I guess that's kind of halfway what we wanted.
Yeah, I talked about that with Taskmaster.
Like that, it's just
in
like,
my Black Widow review.
Hydra logos every once in a while during some of the Age of Ultron stuff or something, you know, just
that
kind of deal.
I mean, they did, and those ones worked, but I hate Taskmaster. Now, not to say the writing wasn't good. The writing on a lot of the writing in those things is good, which is why there's people who go, hey, what's your problem with it? But my problem is, and a lot of other people's problem is, that's not how it is in the source material. If you want to create something that new, create something new. Because, I mean, the writing is there. Just give it something new. That's my problem with a lot of things these days. They just say, that's that previous thing. Now, prequels, it doesn't bug me all that bad. But a lot of things it does. But
I don't really like the whole railroading at the end of the story where it's just like, and this is what we're doing next.
although they did show end credit teasers,
or whatever,
but I mean they felt like they were natural progressions, and they showed where each character had hidden.
I like not having to wait till the whole end credit scene to get the end credit scene.
Yeah, that's gotten a little ridiculous in Marvel. I had to sit there for 15 minutes.
It just wants you to make sure that all the staff are appreciated. Yeah, I get it.
Okay,
nobody cares.
yes, but show it after the English portion. I only sit through several different language portions. Maybe English and Spanish, I can see that, but I'm not in Japan. Just put it in the end credits for Japan,
or you
like,
could just do.
switch
I like
around.
how they did it too, because it shows
Switch
the main
around.
cast and all the people that you're gonna want to know about and look up, and then it's like, all right, here you go.
Yeah, but I mean, I can understand that one, like that excuse, except for when they show it, but they re-show that same thing in all the other languages. I mean, that's what editing is for. If you wanna do that, just show it after the initial language that you're putting it in, and edit it, because it's not like they don't take away scenes from the Japan cut or anything like that. And they edit the credit so it's only the Japan language in Japan. Why does people in America have to sit through every single goddamn language?
You know, or
It's
if they
annoying.
were gonna like have that much stuff that they want to show, they could just move it along a little faster. Maybe they just want to stretch out screen time or something.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe.
know. I can't.
No, but most theaters
Understand.
don't include those in screen time.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't know what their
understand.
deal is with that one. I really don't. But I mean,
live.
but yeah, it was a good movie though.
Yeah.
It was very well paced. I like it. It was good pacing. The actors are pretty good too.
Oh yeah. I like the gal they picked for Scarlet. She does a really good job.
Mm-hmm. And they actually have some color. I remember the original like G.I. Joe movies. They came out like 2003. I want to say the first one came out 2002, 2003,
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
I haven't seen any
It
of
was
the
also-
newer reboots.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a reboot. It was like one franchise they continued.
But
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the links.
Well, I
to
mean,
this.
I saw like maybe one or two of them, but they were all so militarized and gray and dull. The palettes were boring. And this palettes had some life and vibrance to it.
The Tokyo really takes away the whole possibility of there not being enough colors, because it's Tokyo. It's a big ass city of lights.
Well, they could have very well just done one, like, orange color. I've seen that with a lot of movies. Just, it's Tokyo. It's orange leaves in fall, or pink everywhere. Pink!
But that's not Tokyo, though. I mean, maybe other, like, cities.
Well, I mean, they just show it in the one garden.
That's
Most
bad.
movies show it just the one garden, so
Yeah,
they don't
no,
have to
I
change
like
the
this,
color palette.
I like the city and how, like...
it was
I like
a good
the shot
color
with the
palette, though.
vending machines actually a lot, and I'm not gonna tell you when that happens or anything like that, because that actually would be spoiling. But it's not spoiling if I say there's vending machines in Tokyo. It's just, don't try that. It's stupid. Don't tell me that. I'm angry. Anyway, vending machines. Back to what matters. They're very colorful. They take a painstaking amount of time to like show all of them in great detail on the panel, and I like that because.
Yeah.
I feel like America should be doing more of this vending machine stuff. They have some really cool stuff going on with that over there.
Oh, yeah.
You can get all kinds of stuff, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You get like a whole slice of cake just out of a vending machine.
Although these days I would be afraid like some fool would break in and smash the vending machine.
No.
Yes,
Maybe in
I've
America, but they don't do it over there.
No, I'm saying here, if they start putting those kinds of machines here, they'd be busted within a week.
Yeah, but a lot of them have, in Japan, I think the way they do it is that most of their security is wired together anyway, so they have an alarm system that immediately not just makes an alarm, but sends, like, basically digital alerts to the police station with its address. So really, it's a lot harder to get away with when the police station nearest by has been notified and you're running away because you just broke into
that's
something.
true. Stuff like that
Also,
really should be
people in
implemented.
Japan will in fact sell you out to the police, unlike here. They're an honor-based culture. If you've committed a crime, you're pretty fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, at least as far as people seeing you do that. But anyway, once again, we're getting off topic with that. You're gonna have to cut this. I feel bad for you. You're probably gonna have to edit this
cut it.
We're up to 12:18 already.
I don't cut my videos. I've said this in multiple videos. I don't cut.
We gotta edit them.
I don't edit.
You should probably do it.
It makes it feel more natural, more
We gotta.
homegrown, and it makes it so I don't get, like, if I ever get caught in a controversy, they can't point to some, like, an edited video.
Well, yeah, but
Unless it's an
edits their
actual
videos, though. Who does that? That's a stupid argument. They're like, he edited his video. He's lying. He's trying to not tell the truth.
I've seen a lot.
That's ridiculous. Don't know.
And then you have news tabloids after your head. Especially people like
Keemstar.
me. That too, but that's...
Killer Keemstar.
And that's technically...
You don't like Killer Keemstar.
He's a news tabloid. I mean, he's a YouTube channel, but
He's
can't...
bad. His channel's not news. It's stirring the pot.
Yeah, well, that's what news is these days. Anyway, we're getting off track. We're getting off track again.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
This is
what
why
we
you
thought
edit your
about.
videos, though.
Oh yeah, but I don't. Anywho, see you on the next video, and yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still getting Pepsi and Coca-Cola cans being thrown at my head. Oh God, those, I just don't know why that portal is opening like that. But, on top of all that, I've had 2 new items being thrown at me. One is these glasses. I'm not sure where they come from. I mean, they are definitely not my style of glasses like that hat was, but you never know. So, I am very intrigued to see, where these came from. There's also this. Buzz. This definitely does seem like me, but why? I have a lot of questions. Why? I wonder if it fits me. Give me a second. Yeah, it fits me. It's really tight, but it fits me. I'm still not thinking this is mine, though. It does seem like my type of taste, but I don't think this is mine. I don't know. Still have the butler in the corner, though. He hasn't done much since Halloween. He's mostly just sat there relaxing with his lei. If you don't know what that is, it's a thing like hula. thing. He really likes that. But he's really just been sitting there ever since his master's death. Now, a lot of very strange occurrences have been happening lately. Very curious why. So, this is Bud, or Buddy. He just wanted to stop by and say hello. He was on the last Halloween special. He pretty much just lies there motionless. And he wanted to show us these lovely foam pumpkins. And let us know he's doing alright. He's just been wandering around, doing little things, this and that. Pretty much just holding candy dishes and stuff like that. You know, doing his job. He sends you a good day. And thanks anyone who's watching this for either following on, well, TikTok. And if you are on TikTok, you probably aren't subscribed to Hobgoblin Nurseries on YouTube. So go and do that. That is from both him and me. But especially if you're on YouTube, he sends his regards for subscribing and thanks you. He does miss his master, but he is enjoying his life.
It's laundry day at Omega Mart. Save on name brands like Omega Point, now just $6.99. Plausible deniability, only $5.87. And done. No time for it? You're done. Just 2 for $10 or 3 for $7 when you spend $20 or more with a valid coupon. Limited to 1 coupon per customer. Price is good through December 12th. See in store for details. That's Omega Savings. That's Omega Mart. Omega Mart. You have no idea what's in store for you. This is an important message for customers who have recently purchased Omega Mart lemons. Some customers have confused Omega Mart lemons with lemons. For that, we're sorry. Please return this product to Omega Mart immediately. Or for assistance, please call the number on your screen. For your safety, this product has been removed from our shelves and will be carefully disposed of. Omega Mart thanks you for your continued trust. This Halloween, give them what they really want. Nut-free salted peanuts. Now only $5.99 a gram. Wake Up Cleaning Spray. Now in fun size. This week, just $12.99 a bag. Plus, get Glore Box for just $10.99. Now you're sure.
Glore Box control. Hey. I do hope to go to
Hey, you look thirsty. Stock up on Orange Cola. 2 liters, just 89 cents. Or cool off with a refreshing salve, only $4.99 a month. Plus, name brand salts, only 67 cents. And save on individually wrapped wheat squares. Just $1.79 for a pack of 10. But hurry, at these prices, supplies won't last. Celebrate the new year with savings. Like this honey glaze Be a great 2020. You have no idea what's in store for you. Have you tried Omega Mart brand orange drink? If you or a loved one answered yes, please call Omega Mart Consumer Affairs immediately at 1-800-808-4194. That's 1-800-808-4194. Your safety is important to us.
I definitely want to go there. And I would be making a video about it.
Hey,
24-hour trip there.
I think we found it.
Shoot, sorry for the
That's the
ad.
one. Oh, check the mortgage.
Oh no,
Okay, wait.
video's done.
When you need that house, right this second.
So I just discovered that, so you know the Pepsi cans and the hat and glasses? Turns out, the hat was mine from a very long time ago. Not sure what the glasses are about though. Still not sure about those. And the Pepsi cans are just because he had forgot to turn the machine he had made off. Turns out he made a portal machine to send me those stuff. What a guy. But yeah, no interdimensional stuff happening yet. I still think there might be some freaky going on.